Hello, everybody. What a crazy week, right? I've told you before that I work at a public junior high, and wow, the changing situation over the last week was really, man, we were scrambling. Thursday, after the governor's press conference, our school district decided that Friday was already a minimal day. That's a half day of school because it was the last day of the term, and it gives the afternoon time for the teachers to update all the grades. So Thursday, the school district announced that Monday and Tuesday would also be a minimal day or a half day of school, giving the teachers time in the afternoon to prepare for the possibility of maybe going to online learning somewhere in the next few weeks. And then so yesterday, Friday, after our half day of school, we had a big meeting with all the staff and the principal and talked about what that was going to look like Monday and Tuesday, the groups that we're going to get together and share and work on, and different departments getting ready for online learning. Then a Friday afternoon, late afternoon, the governor had another press conference, and the state superintendent made the decision to put our schools on dismissal for the next 2 weeks. That's not closed, it's on dismissal. So then we were scrambling again. One of my responsibilities is to I handle the communication between the school and the parents. So the emails and phone calls that go home to parents over the last few days. It's been a little crazy. And also the information that goes out to staff. So last night, my principal and I were texting as he was giving me directions on what he wanted me to send out. So as many of you, I hear, across the nation, our schools are on dismissal this next few weeks, or however your school district is doing it. Dismissal for us means that children will be learning online at home, but the adults will still be at the building providing all the services. So my week next week will be my regular work week at the school. All the adults will be there. We just won't have students there. Monday, we have a set aside time for the students to come and get their school books and notebooks out of their lockers so they can have what they need at home. We will still be continuing our school breakfast and lunch program on a grab-and-go basis. They can come and just pay for it how they usually do, and whether they're free or reduced or regular price, and then pick it up and take it with them home. We're hoping to have online learning ready by Wednesday. So we'll be a lot of helping each other, everyone jumping in and helping best we can, help everyone figure out how they're going to teach their classes through online learning. We're working on figuring out how to get all students a computer and internet access for those who do not have that at home. So we may be, checking out materials at the school. We still have to provide all of the services that we usually provide to all of our different types of students. So it's going to be a crazy, interesting, historic week, right? Lots of fun. And as with many of you, my church service has been suspended, so no church on Sunday. So that will be a nice day to stay home and catch up on my scripture study and a couple of gospel-based books that I've been wanting to read. And checking on my kids. Isn't our digital age wonderful? I can Marco Polo with them, or call them, or FaceTime and talk to them and my parents and my husband's parents, and stay in contact that way. My heart goes out to any of you who have illness in your family, especially if it's related to the COVID-19 virus, or are worried about you, have loved ones with compromising health conditions that make you worry for them. Keeping you in my thoughts and prayers. What a stressful time for you. But otherwise, we can still do Flosstube videos. Isn't that fabulous? So let's spend some time de-stressing, some peaceful time with our stitching, sharing our stitching with each other digitally. What a wonderful blessing that will be over the next few weeks. Okay, my You've heard me mention my brother, Walter, and his lovely wife, Juliana. Not that my brother's not lovely too. He has been recently, I guess this week, watching my old videos and made the comment that I don't mention him very often, and that I have mentioned his wife way more times than I have mentioned him. That is a dry tickle. That's all that is. Our dry air in Utah. So I just wanted to shout out my brother Walter, who is a cross stitcher. He is just a little bit over a year younger than me. So I just have two siblings, my Walter and my older brother Roger, who's 4 years older. So Walter and I spent a lot of time together growing up. We enjoyed each other's company. We have just loads of memories together, having fun. But he and his wife both cross stitch. He is working on a design he made. He took an elevation map of my parents' property at Strawberry River and made that into a cross stitch. So he is cross stitching an elevation map of our property up there. And it is beautiful, all the gorgeous greens in it. He has where the cabin is marked in the river. It's just lovely. I love seeing his progress on that every time I see him. My goodness. Only when you start to make a video does this happen. You know, it starts to run, you all of a sudden have a cough. I'm really fine. And Walter has done several other cross stitch projects. He just finished he had one of the first Apple computers when it came out. He is a programmer, and he's had several Apple computers over the years. But he did the retro Apple symbol on the front of a bag to carry his stuff in recently. That was fun to see. And his wife, which we're not shouting out Walter, just mentioning that she also does lots of beautiful stitching. She and I have started stitching a lot over the years. All right, I'll just give you a quick rundown of my whips that I've been working on, because I just did a video 2 weeks ago, so there's almost 2 weeks ago, so there's not a lot of progress. And then I promised you last time that I would run through my shortlist basket for Maynia really quick. I haven't made any final decisions yet. I'm still going to add some stuff to it, but I'll show you what's in there. I've been on Ash Wednesday, 40 days before Easter. I started this project, Lost No More. It's a Dimensions gold kit. The artwork is by Greg Olson. Gorgeous piece. I've had it in my stash for years and years and years, and thought this would be a good time to start it. I work on it for the first at least 30 to 40 minutes. We've kind of been doing 40 minutes because it was 40 days that I sit down, but quite often it ends up being an hour, hour and a half. This is how much I have done so far. It has been a gorgeous piece, fun to work on. All of the background is half cross, and then he is full cross. Working on the fabric over his head. So that's been fun, using the kit fabric and the kit threads. My Monday, Wednesday, Friday piece has been this March calendar card for my Perpetual Calendar. It's almost done. I just need to keep filling in the background. A little bird with her baby birds in the nest. My Perpetual Calendar is the Sam Sarah Fun Every Day series. It's 12 leaflets to make this calendar that I've showed you before. And it has the day of the week, the month. This one's got them out of order because in this leaflet they're just showing you what's in this. But it has the day of the week, the month, 2 spots for the numbers so that you can have a 2-digit number, or there's just a blank, lovely design if you've got a 1-digit number. And then this space is for a holiday that's coming up or is that day. And some of the holiday cards were not my favorite, so I made different holiday cards. And there wasn't a holiday card for every month in the leaflet series, so I've added a few as well. There's also a couple of weather cards that are in this spot. So I realized I didn't have one for March, so I wanted to make one for March. Nope, not that one. So I was using this Bent Creek Spring Arches pattern, and the bird design is right here. I took that design off of there and adapted it so it would fit on here. So I did the border the same as is on all the other Samsara Perpetual cards with this orange band across here on this checkerboard. And then just made the design fit on this size because it was already about the same size. And then added, I'll do a stripy border that's in 2 colors of blue to kind of look like the sky, which is the same border that was used on several of the other Samsara cards, just in different colors. So that is almost done. That will probably be finished in the next couple of days. After that, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will work on getting the Linen and Threads 2020 Stitch Along caught up and the Modern Folk Embroidery 2020 Stitch Along caught up, which I should show you next. I'm not sure if it's changed. Oh, I guess I did get just a little bit of stitching done on the Modern Folk Embroidery, but it doesn't look a lot different than the last time you saw it. Oh, and this is I keep telling you that I got a new Rika bag. This is House of Stitch and Stash. That is her Instagram name. That is her Etsy. I don't think she has an Etsy store. That is her Flosstube name. She's a Flosstuber and does fabulous Flosstubers. Rika, I met her at StitchCon and at Stitch West. She is a lovely, lovely person. I'm showing you the pattern inside the bag. Okay, that's better. And I keep teasing her that I don't dare give her a full shout out because then you would all buy her bags and then I wouldn't be able to get any of them. So I told her I would fix that and give her a proper shout out. Rika of House and Stitch and Stash makes the most wonderful bags. They're my favorite. They have the handle. It's 16 by 16, so it fits a Q-snap, an 11 by 11 Q-snap in there. Great with all the pattern, all the threads, everything you need in there. Lovely zipper. And she does sell her bags through her Instagram account, through her channel on Instagram. Not channel, I'm trying to think. Her Instagram page, if you are interested. But she just does, every once in a while she will have some ready for sale and they go really quick, so you have to pay attention. Oh, and then I didn't show you that. Sorry, brain's a little scattered today. This is Modern Folk Embroidery, their 2020 Stitch Along. I've started it. The next section is right here and I've started on it. This is a SuperNova color of silk from Mrs. Sedas Silks in Spain. She has an Etsy store you can purchase those from. And then the middle green, I'm going to do that middle diamond with the Tree of Life in it, all in that green color, except for maybe the little apples on it. It's upside down, sorry. I love to do that to you. Except I might do the apples on the tree or the fruit on the tree in the same SuperNova color out here with the darker red parts of it. The green is Classic Colorworks Granny Smith is the green that I'm using. Belle Soie. It is her Belle Soie silk. On 25 count even weave, 1 strand of floss over 1 fabric thread. And the Linen and Threads 2020 Stitch Along has not changed since I told you the story about it last time. Still looks the same. I'll start working on that as soon as I finish that March calendar card. Enjoying that very much. If you want more details on that, I gave you the whole rundown on it in the last video. I have not worked anymore on the Four Seasons mini Four Seasons Heaven and Earth design, so it looks exactly the same as the last time I showed it to you. I did Utopia. Was a Maynia start last year. In fact, I started it a little bit early on my birthday, which is a couple days before Maynia starts. So it was a birthday / Maynia piece. It's called Utopia by a French designer named Camille Colget Camps. The Jardin Privé website in France carries her patterns, and I ordered mine. I think you can now get these through US distributors. Last year I ordered mine through my LNS. And I worked on it last April and June, but I haven't worked on it since. My plan was to work on it. It will be my focus piece in April. It was assigned to April. But I did pull it out and get a little bit done on it this week because I had a little bit of extra time. Worked on the trunk. Thoroughly enjoying that. I love the little houses in the tree trunk. There's little birds on little swings in the tree throughout the piece. That's darling. I love all the colors in it. There's beautiful bright colors in the tree part. Can't wait to get back to this. The plan is to finish it in April. Working on it with my lovely friend Diana Zaslow. In a project bag. First project bag I ever made. I made one for me and one for Diana. Gave her hers at StitchCon last year. I put this little charm on it. This owl. The back is just green. Those were also the last two project bags I made. I would like to make some. I just don't ever take the time. My Tuesday piece is this Mirabilia Sleeping Princess, which was also a Maynia start last year, and I realized had not gotten any time on it since Maynia, so I was going to focus on that this month and next month before Maynia comes again. I love the gorgeous colors in it. And this is where I am, working on the bedding that's draping down. It is gorgeous. The color doesn't show very well. This is water lily, so it is a light fern green fabric. And notice it doesn't show up well in Instagram photos, and it does not show up well on camera either. It does not look green at all. It looks kind of tan. But trust me, it is a beautiful minty green color fabric. It is the called for... Whoa. It calls for 32 count beach walk, which I couldn't find at the time, so I'm using 32 count water lily linen. Which is in another fabulous House of Stitch and Stash bag. This one had so many colors called for that it's bobbinated in a smaller floss box. I don't usually I used to bobbinate all the time, for years and years and years and years. And then I switched over to the floss away bags, which I like much better. But if there's over like 40 colors-ish, somewhere around there, then it's the floss away bags just get cumbersome to use. So I'll bobbinate and put them in a box. All right, my Thursday piece was the other Maynia start that I realized was not going to get any time before Maynia came out around again, and it is Jan Houtman's Patchwork Sampler. And I am just using all of my leftover silk variegated floss from other projects, from the 3 chatelaine projects that I finished, several other pieces that I have used variegated silk on. It's true patchwork sampler because I'm just using the colors that I have on hand. And here's where it is so far. This last one is, I think it's Belle Soie. It's mango. I don't know if you can see the yellow very well. And it's sideways. I believe it goes like this. That's where that one is. It's on 25 count. No, it's on 36 count white even weave. 1 strand of silk over 2 fabric threads. And it is in a Garon Tottenbag. That makes me think of Hawaii, which I have, and I have so much stuff in here that it barely closes if I do it right. It does close. Has a Velcro closure. I've never been to Hawaii, but I would love to go someday. Just not this month, right? I don't remember. I don't know if I've worked on. Maybe no, I don't think I have. Cross Stitch Antiques. Band of Roses, 1845. I don't know if I've worked on it since I last showed it to you. Looks like this. But I think it's still the same as the last time I showed it to you. Probably going to get some time this weekend though. Alright, this is Peaceable Kingdom, which I unrolled and showed you last time, so I won't do that today. I finished, last week I showed you that I had finished the words, and I've decided to go over here and work on the border a little bit, so I'm working on these 2 strawberries, because I tend to put the border off. So I figured since this is a corner and has twice as much border on this one, I probably should get started on the border. The strawberries are, I can never remember if it's called a road stitch. It's an X and then a cross on top of that. It's the strawberries. The trees were a long arm cross and the tree trunks. And the grass was also long arm cross. This border is Montenegrin stitch alternating with long arm cross for the stems. And the alphabet is 1/1. I think this was kit fabric that she gave us. Trying to remember. I think it's 32 count. It's either 28 or 32, but I think it's 32. That's a class piece by Catherine Theron. All right, here is Disneyland, which I'll be working on later today. So I did some more over here since the last time you saw it. I will finish this square and do another square over here this afternoon. This design is called Disneyland by Nanny Designs, N-E-N-I, and it's a PDF download on her Etsy store. And it is on 40 count dwarf, picture this plus linen. It's definitely a Haid Heaven and Earth Design type full coverage project, but it does not have as many colors. The regular Heaven and Earth Designs usually have 87 colors. I think this one it's around 40 or 50 colors. So it's not as much confetti as a Heaven and Earth Design, so it tends to go a little bit faster. And this is my Heaven and Earth Design, a stitching shelf by Amy Stewart. I have the version that does not have this medallion in the middle. This is a print I ordered online so that I could see all the fun things while I was working on it. I started up here in this corner right here. I am doing the regular version. This is not the max color version. This is just the regular version that has 87 colors. It's not the mini, it's the regular size, so it's going to be quite large. This is what I have done so far. I came up over here and have now done the first square of the sky. You can tell that it's just blue and white alternating, so it's looking a little polka dotty at the moment. But that's one of the things about Heaven and Earth Designs, especially ones that have this much tiny detail in them. It does you lose some of the detail and it's a little pixelated when the detail is that small. So they definitely look better at arm's length. Your eye fills in the detail and blends the colors together. So I'm still loving it, still think it's gorgeous, but it will look different than if you bought a print and hung the print on the wall, which you can do if you really love this picture and you don't want to stitch it. That is on 25 count white even weave 1/1. That is all of my whips, my current things that I've worked on. I have been watching all the Market videos and seeing all the lovely things. I have not purchased anything from Market. I did love, Vonna showed, I think it's called Quaker Street, from a designer that Kitten Stitcher is now carrying, and the designer starts with, it's like 2 M words, and I can't think you're all telling me what it is, but I can't remember what it is, but loved that one. Also loved the blue flower, I think it's Huckleberry. It's a blue flower sampler on the purple fabric. I think it's Huckleberry something. Love that one too. May put those on my wish lists. I don't have any haul. I have not purchased anything, can you imagine? So I'll quickly just show you what's in the short list for Maynia coming up. I'm preparing for Maynia and trying to whittle down to decide exactly which ones I'm going to do. We talked about tomato season last time by Not Forgotten Farm. This is a PDF download on Etsy, I believe is where I got it. Because I showed you the silk that I had purchased to make this more the color of the tomatoes that we grow here. But we talked about that one. I bought this at Keepsakes last summer when I was at StitchCon because I saw the model on the wall and it was gorgeous. So it's called May I by All Through the Night. May I a small house and a large garden have. And I will be doing mine on black, but I will probably do it on black Ada, 18 count Ada. Pretty sure that one's going to be on the Maynia list. This one I also purchased at Keepsakes. Actually, I wanted to purchase this last year at Keepsakes when I was there for StitchCon in June. They had a model at the top of the stairs that was so pretty, and it just makes me think of Bear Lake and how I feel when I'm on the beach at Bear Lake. It's by Silver Creek Samplers. Called Taking It E-C, S-E-A-E-C. And it says, at the beach is where I find a place to let my soul unwind. I think it's beautiful. They didn't have it in stock the day I was there. It was coming that next week. And then my good friend took the Stitchy bus over to Keepsakes later in the week. I did not. And they had it by then. And she purchased it and gave it to me. Stitchy kindness. Thank you. This is my Al Forest embroidery design of the, oh gosh, I can't remember what the English translation is. It's the something whale. I can't remember. I've seen lots of people working on that. That's definitely going to be on the Maynia list. It is I bought a piece of the sparkly Anya from Fabrics Under the Sea, Leslie. She was at Stitch West and had some fabric there for us to buy, and she was stitching this design on this fabric, and I just thought it was so pretty, so I bought a piece of fabric that day to do it on. And then the kit that I ordered from Russia comes with has the floss in it. So I have everything I need to start that one. I love this Mill Hill button and beads kit. I was thinking about having that be a Maynia start and have it be assigned to February. I think it is so pretty. It also comes with everything you need. It's on perforated, a very light pink perforated paper, and then it has the beads and the floss. Thinking about doing this little Mill Hill Christmas ornament. Winter Holiday Collection Gingerbread Cottage. It also comes with everything you need to make it. This is a Wild Violet design that we got at StitchCon that I would love to stitch up before I go back to StitchCon this year. Hopefully we will make it. Hopefully the virus will calm down and we'll be able to go. But I'd love to finish that before we go. I'm not sure what I'm going to put it on. I want to put it on something I could actually use, like a pin cushion, or not sure. Might do it like this in the little tart tin and make it a pin cushion. My lovely friend Glow sent us, Catherine and I, this pattern because she was finished with it. It is called Sunshine by the Bay Needle Art. Needle Art, yes. And I'm definitely stitching this for Maynia. This is Heartstring Samplery Festive Little Fobs Summer Garden Edition. I was thinking about maybe doing some of those. I have a dough bowl. I have a wooden round bowl that my great-grandmother made dough in. I've just used it for decorative purposes, but I was thinking, oh, I actually have a dough bowl that my great-grandmother made dough in. I should probably put some little pillows in that. That would be really cute. This is Jenny Bean and Friends by Shakespeare's Peddler, her friendship sampler. I've had for quite a while. Keep thinking about stitching that. This was a kit that I purchased at StitchCon last June. It's Heart in Hand. Gratitude. I just love this fabric. It actually comes with the fabric to make the pillow and the supplies you would need to finish it. It doesn't come with the fabric and floss. It just comes, well, it comes with the stitching fabric, but it doesn't come with the floss. But it comes with everything, all this ribbon and everything you would need to make it into this pillow. I just love it. I love the sentiment and I love the colors. I was thinking about this one, Under the Dandelions by Alessandra Adelaide. I love the little miniature mini village garden houses because I have a miniature village. Cricket Collection Beach. Would love to do that one. There's way too many in this basket to do, so I'm gonna have to cut some of them, be ruthless. This is You Had Me at Flamingo by Hands On Design. I have loved that ever since it came out. Love the colors, love the design. It'll be so cute. Cricket Collection Spring. Love that one. This was a free download, gosh, 10 or 15 years ago, called La Grille Mystery du Grand Marquois by Isabelle Haycourt Vatier. And it goes through, this is just the first page, but it goes through the whole alphabet. Let's see if we can find there's a picture of it here all done. I've had this for, like I said, 15 years at least. I would love to start that, but it would be a huge project. And I'd also have to decide on colors. I bought all this to start. Why were we having a new start? I think it was my New Year, New Start. It is Beach Cottage by Victoria Sampler. But I didn't have everything to start it on January 1st, so I started something else. But I have everything I need to start it on this lovely blue linen. So that's probably going to be on the Maynia list. Cricket Collection Summer. I love that one. This is a bothy kit, bothy threads kit that I ordered through my LNS. And it is cut through camper van. Always makes me laugh. I love that you can even see what's under the dirt, under the ground. You can see what's inside the camper van. The dog is driving. It's darling. I want to start this one, but that would also be another large thing. This was a freebie. It's the Miniature Hometown Game Board. That was a Little House Needleworks freebie at least 15 years ago. I've had it in my stash ever since, this freebie pattern. And then when I was at Keepsakes in June for StitchCon, they had it they had made it and finished it on top of the smaller floss box, the little half-size floss box that I showed you earlier that I have for Sleeping Princess. And it fit perfectly. I'd have to figure out what size fabric to do it on to make it fit perfectly on top of that box. But it was so cute. And I just thought, I have had that pattern forever. I need to stitch that. So it's not very big. It's only 49 by 97. So I definitely want to do that. Oh, and that's it. That's all that's in here. So that's my short list. I may add some more. I may take some of those off. I don't know. But I hope you all have a fabulous week. Try and remember all of your blessings. Be nice. Share your toilet paper with your neighbors if they need it. I often think about the quote, and I should have looked it up before the video. I can't remember. You don't always remember the details of how things happened. You might not remember their name, but you always remember how they made you feel when you're talking about people. And I think we will look back on this experience and remember, we're going to forget a lot of the details, but we will remember how we felt. We will remember our emotions. And hopefully you will be able to look back and remember how you pulled together with your neighbors, how you shared what you had, how you lifted others up around you. Look around you, find those that need help, whether it be emotional support or they need some food or whatever it is they need. Look around. Let's all work together. Our motto at the school is "We row together" because our mascot is Viking. So let's row together in this historic event that we're having right now. And I hope you all have some time to de-stress, find some calm and peace, do some stitching, and count your blessings. Bye-bye.